Hello and salutations! My name is John Johnson and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we started the Shadow Temple, but first we got a piece of art. But then we started the Shadow Temple and got about halfway through it, to be honest with you. Maybe even a little bit more than halfway. We ended the episode in this room with a key, so we can go through the locked door right here, which we are doing right now on camera, so I really don't need to narrate it, but I'm going to because I'm just kind of stupid like that. And we have a new mechanic to look at here. It always feels kind of weird whenever you start an episode in the middle of a dungeon. Because, I mean, it's one of those... I don't know. I just don't really know how to do the segue. Neat little thing here. If you're on the hover boots, the fan there will actually blow you and not let you... sorry. Will actually not let you pass. So you have to put on the iron boots. An odd part of Ocarina of Time because they don't really tend to use the same... Ooh, hearts. Get the hearts. Hearts. Make a sharp turn, Link. Love all this over. They tend not to use other items in Zelda that often. Also, hookshot for this thing because you can't hover over the thing because you got the wind and bad stuff. No, just fall down. Thank you. Once we get in this room, you'll notice there's a bunch of fans, so don't put your hover boots on. What we need to do is actually make it all the way to the other end of the room, avoiding the blistering speed of the fireball there. I know, it's so fast, so fast. Once we go through this door, it is yet another dead end, something this game is pretty good at. Take the iron boots off, because we don't really need them anymore. And die! All of you, die and go to heck, even though you're already in your tomb. Really, when you think about it, we're the one invading their space right now. Because, I mean, this is the Shadow Temple. They're here in the tomb. They're dead in a tomb. It's their tomb, is what I'm trying to say. Also, they can hear whisper, those who have sacred feet should let the wind guide them. Then they will be led to the hidden path. That's what they are saying. Wonderful. More importantly, there's a chest over there, so let's get that. Again, nothing particularly important. Some arrows, which, I mean, I guess technically we'll be needing before too long, but we don't really need them right now. Oh, hey, fire. Let's, ow. Let's not do a dang thing to avoid that. What he's talking about is that we need to put our hover boots on and let the wind blow us into that hole over there. Really, you probably could have figured that out without the spooky painting face thing telling you, but whatever. I guess they're trying to be cool. Here in this room, you have yet more gibbidoos, but they're okay. That's not what I want to do. Let's try, and there we go. Okay, they're a lot easier to beat as... Really? Link, you stupid. You stupid. Just kill the shit down. How are you thinking? Thank you. Yeah. They're a lot easier to defeat when you're an adult because you're a lot more powerful than you are as a kid. I mean, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? Really? More importantly, if we get chests, the pot's gonna fly and break our skull open. But wait, there was no... Yeah, that's how shields work. Okay, I'll take it away. Yeah, there's no key in that chest. It was deceptive. Deceptory. Yeah, you blow this oddly bloody cracked ground up. I don't really know what's up with that. But there's nothing there, but then there is something there. Because this is the Shadow... Have you guys not really gotten this yet? Really? Really? It's Shadow Temple. Deception and shadowiness and ninjas, probably, and death. Basically, I just described this entire dungeon in one word. Also, we're back in the boat room, so that's pretty cool. Yay! This is actually a shortcut once we move this block here. Back to the beginning of the dungeon. I guess if you ever come back to go sculpture hunting again. Although there's not really a reason to when you think about it, because if you're smart and, knowledgeable, you can actually get all the sculptures on the first trip. You don't have to come back here. I don't think we'll actually have to backtrack into any more dungeons to get sculptures. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think so. I mean, really, when you think about it, we only have... By the time this dungeon is done, we'll only have 14 sculptures left to get, which is amazing. So I love this LP. It's definitely been one of my favorite LPs so far, but making those Skulltula cards for every Skulltula, kind of annoying. Heart pieces too, but there's only 36 heart pieces. There's 100 Skulltulas we're gonna have to get. It's kind of annoying. And it's kind of funny because I have all my Skulltula cards in a file by themselves, along with like the template that I use in Photoshop and all that. And when you go there, it's just like this big wall of not quite identical text, all of Skulltula files. It's fun to look at. I may post a screenshot on Twitter or something sometime. Anyway, as you can see, we actually need to get over there for the other Gerudo and all that good stuff. What we're going to do is play Bah, bah. Pierre's song, more affectionately known as the Mario theme, kind of, sort of. So we can get Scarecrow, Mr. Pierre, to show up and hookshot on there over to him to get both hearts and gold Skulltulas. Because Pierre deals in quality. He deals in good deals. Good sir. That was a horrible sales pitch. I should be ashamed of myself as a salesman. I sell things for a living. I should probably be better at it than that. Yeah. Anyways, we got that. Next should be gold Skulltula number 85. I'm not going to check. Yes, I am. I am going to check because there's only one more gold sculpture in the temple. Yeah. And once we get it, we'll know we'll have all of them. Yeah. Anyways, again, not really knowing what you're supposed to do here, except by watching my sister play through this. I mentioned this in episode before last. Anytime you see the Triforce, I guess it's just trying to tell you to play Zelda's Lullaby, so I guess that's how you're supposed to know. If there is text about it somewhere, by all means, inform me. I am just not aware of it myself. Oh, and the bells ring, and then we start taking the boat to the afterlife, because we're dead. Link was dead all along. Haha, no, this is not Majora's Mask. Sorry. That's a good theory. You guys should look that up if you haven't already, that Link is actually dead in Majora's Mask. It's a very interesting read. Game Theorist actually did a really good video on it as well. Yay, boat. So scary. I am going to take... Hello, Mr. Skeleton. Mr. Staphylos. I am going to take the hover boots off for this, because I feel like traction would probably be kind of important. This is yet another timed issue. Well, don't friggin' Z-target, dude. It is another timed issue, same as the Forest Temple, but with the big Gorons. I think it's timed. Maybe it's not timed. I thought it was. With the Goron sword, it's really easy, though. There we go. I got distracted trying to be cool. Yeah, we actually got done pretty quick, so we can take a look around the vast nothingness that is whatever this river Styx, or whatever it is we're traveling on is. It's so spooky and scary. I'm sorry. I don't know why you guys put up with me, because I probably wouldn't if I was you. Anyways, once we get in here, the boat is bobbing wildly. Yeah, and the boat sinks, so we jump off of it, and then we turn around, and no, we actually get to watch it sink. Usually you don't get to watch it sink. Usually it just disappears. Well, cool. The boat has sunken, so we're trapped here forever and ever and ever. Lovely. As you can see, there's a locked door across the ravine there. Obviously, we can't get through it because we don't have any keys, so let's do the only other option and go in here. And lovely floor masters. Friggin' wonderful. It's kind of an invisible maze here. I figure the best way to do this, in my opinion, is just kind of to keep the lunch truth on and just kind of go counterclockwise. Tends to be the easiest way to do it without getting mixed up or anything about where you've already been and all that. Most of them are dead ends, except for this, because it's a trap. Oh no! Although technically it's still a dead end because there's only one room here. Not very threatening trap, if I'm honest with you. Although I will admit this puzzle did screw with me when I was a kid, just because I never really did figure it out. Again, my sister showed me how to get through this. You just use Dense Fire. I mentioned at the beginning of last episode that there are only a few puzzles that really require Dense Fire, or spells in general. That's one of them, oddly enough. And I suppose the fact that it gives you magic in the one pot that's available to you. Also, boss key, in case you weren't aware, is supposed to tell you that you're supposed to use magic somehow. I don't know. Subtle clues. Nintendo, very subtle, but they work, I suppose. We get the boss key. We can go wherever the heck we want now in the dungeon, so that's pretty cool. That's, oops. I failed magnificently about that. There we go. Also, audio peak during Magnificent. My voice cracked. I apologize profusely. Blue ruby, and that's wonderful. Let's actually check the map and check. We have one chest left. Oh my god. Short dungeon is short. Well, short episode is short, to be perfectly honest with you. We still have all the cutscene and all that after we beat the dungeon, though. And I guess technically we have the boss still, but the boss is not going to take long to beat, which is sad because he's my favorite boss. It makes me very sad. Speaking of, so I have time to explain this without cutting in the cutscene or anything at the end of the episode. This boss is my favorite boss in the entire game. His name is Bongo, and you'll see why when we get to him here shortly. Also, Gold Skulltula. Last Gold Skulltula in the temple, so that's pretty cool. His name is Bongo, and the reason he's my favorite boss isn't because he's hard, because like I said, he's actually really easy. He's pretty cool in the first place, but what really makes him interesting to me is his backstory. I mentioned it in, I think last episode, or no, it was episode 4 last, that there's this backstory about the criminal in Kokiri village who got tortured and executed for his crimes and all that in the well. The main theory is actually that bad bombskit ball makes for good gameplay. the big theory is that Bongo Bongo is actually the enraged spirit of that criminal, which is awesome. It's so cool. You guys don't even get it. You guys don't even know how much I love. And again, the story like goes so much more into detail than I have. But it's basically just like probably my favorite part of the game because of that. Wow, I suck at basketball. Although I guess they're moving now. But that's not an excuse because we've already played basketball. One thing I do notice that I have a habit of is I keep forgetting whenever I'm using bomb flowers that they last a lot longer than bombs. So I keep trying to be in a hurry when I don't need to be. Take your time, John. Take your time. Sit back and relax and play some basketball. Oh, come on! It bounced off the rim. That was bullcrap. That was absolute crap. Pick up the bomb, throw it in the thing. So we can get done with this. Thank you. I gotta do one more though. Really, we don't have to be perfectly honest with you, but I want to. I want to be complete. Also, I think my timing may be off on this one. Damn it! Suicide bomb. That's. I guess that was offensive actually. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be offensive. Was that offensive? That may have been offensive. I didn't mean it in an offensive context. So, Bat, would you just hurry up and come attack me again so I can kill you? Thank you. I didn't even know there were any bats in here. Oh, anyway. Let's go finish off this basketball nonsense so we can move on and finish the episode. And stuff. And move closer to that much closer to the end of the game, which is so weird. This is already the, I think this is episode 31, if I remember right? Which already makes this, I think, the longest LP I've ever done. Which is cool. It's definitely lasted the longest. Once you destroy all of them, you get a bunch of rubies. Which, I mean, that's not really that great, to be perfectly honest with you, but hey, it's something. The main purpose of this room is a gold sculpture, and I guess a little bit of fun basketball. But, I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, then there you go. I guess we wasted a lot of time in this episode on it, but oh well. Maybe you guys don't care. You may notice that I'm not even bothering defeating these guys. There's no real point because they respawn every time you enter the room. Just avoid them. At least they're not like the ones that come down and kidnap you. Okay. 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 Something's invisible, and now it's dead. And you need to kill all of it! Oh crap, this is not going well. Oh crap. Oh, this is bad. Bad is bad. Bad is bad. Bad is bad. Don't you grow up on me! Don't you grow up! Okay. If you don't kill those things quick enough, they actually grow up into other ones. So that could have been bad. Yeah, this room's creepy. I feel like this is the execution room. For various reasons. Which may or may not be obvious. I feel like this is the room where he was executed. And then they... Okay. Going back into the execution story. The story is Bongo Bongo, or the criminal, had his arms cut off and his head cut off. And they all become relevant whenever we get to the actual boss. But if you noticed, here in the room that I like to affectionately call the kill room, there is a hand. Get in their hands outside. That's really good. I don't know. It's not really a fleshed out theory. The actual story itself is canon in the game. Well, it's not necessarily canon that it's Bongo Bongo, I guess, but it's canon enough that it's what are the words that are coming out of my mouth? It's canon that there's a criminal that was executed, and it's deeply implied that it was Bongo Bongo. Deeply implied. Anyways, here we have arrows. What we need to actually do, you may see a bunch of bombs over there. Well, we need to shoot them. Once we shoot them, they'll actually start going off. Once we shoot them, they'll actually start going off. Blink, aim. Oh, get out of the way. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna die because the statue's gonna fall on us, and that's bad. Nope, hey, it fell right through us, man, right through us. Yeah, that's how we cross the chasm right here. Cross the chasm. If you would like, there's actually a bunch of hearts up there. I believe you can actually play Pierre's song, get up there for more hearts if you want, but you don't really need to be honest with you. We have plenty of fairies. We have plenty of, well, let's go and get the arrows. In case arrows are involved in the boss fight, so I guess we need them. And once we get through here, all we have to do is finish up this little dark as death room here. God, this room is so foreboding. Before we do that, let's double check the dungeon. We have boss key, compass, and map. We have the gold sculpture that represents getting all the gold sculptures, and every chest in the dungeon has been gotten. We are the best things to ever happen to Hyrule. I want you to be aware of that, because we are awesome. You do need the hover boots to get through this room, because wide spaces. So let's go ahead and equip those. Not really necessary in the boss fight, to be honest with you, the hover boots. I think they're supposed to be, because in Bongo, the ring that you fight them in is actually doesn't have any boundaries on it, as you'll see here momentarily. Also, again, really creepy room. Okay, hold up. Okay. Not really what I want to do, cutscene, but that works. Yeah, I'm gonna take the hover boots off soon. Yeah, you fall in the acid down there is what I'm saying. Also, hands. He got the stump, and his eye is where his head was cut off, and bad stuff. And I love it so much. This really is like my favorite boss. As weak as he is, and he is pretty weak. Let's take the hover boots off. They are not necessary at all. He is pretty weak, but I don't know. I love it so much. Shoot his hand. Thank you. Oh, and let's move. Shoot his other hand. There we go. All you gotta do is shoot both of his hands, and when you do that, he'll start charging. And that's it. That is literally all. It is extremely easy. It's actually possible to beat him in one cycle, I believe. Oh, crap. Ow. You actually karate chopped me there. Yeah, it's a really easy boss, and it sucks that it is as easy as it is. But, I mean, what are you gonna do? And bam! Oh, crap. So, yeah, look. That was like maybe a minute and a half. I hate that he's that easy, but he's like my favorite boss anyways, just because of the story behind him. He's so gruesome and creepy, and I love it so much. And the music dies. It's just so good. I do love this part of the game. Definitely a high point of the game to me, as I've said before. Sad that it's over. So sad. So sad. I mean, not as sad as Bongo, what with his hands and head being cut off and then being cursed with life evil, but, you know, whatever. Also, very nice little view here of Link picking up the heart container. I think it's one of the only times in the game that happens. You got care, max life is totally revealed. So, I mean, that's cool. Step into the light, Link, and let's continue on our merry, merry way. Merry, merry way. Cutscene time, cutscene time. Cutscene time. That song's from something. I don't know what though. It's gonna bother me. Oh gee, I wonder who the sage is. It's not like Sheik already spoiled it for us, like a spoiler McSpoiler pants. It's simple. It's the ninja. The boy with the noble Zelda's Ocarina, as I expected. You have come. Don't you just know it all? I am Impa, one of the... I know who you are! We've met before. We've met. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I am also the sage of God's temple. Blah, blah, blah. We seek a serve the rights of Hyrule for generations to generations in attendance, however. ... On that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. We know, we watched a guard die, actually. It was quite the life experience. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the sacred realm, the hidden treasure of the rare family. I don't know why I'm giving her that voice. My duty bound me to take Zelda. Stop laughing, John. It's hard to read when you laugh, you idiot. When last I saw you, as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. I will see that you've become a fine hero. Fine indeed. There's nothing to worry about now. The princess is safe now. Stop laughing. Soon you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face, and she will explain everything. That is when we, the 6 wise ones... Oh, you're referring to yourself as wise now? That's not egotistical at all. We'll seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. Yeah, right. It's all you guys. I had nothing to do with it. I have to stay here and guard the Princess Zelda's side. You go to Princess Zelda's side. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. I got the diabetes. And protect her on my behalf. Diabeetus and... I will put my power, which should be hurtful to you, into this medallion. It's really completely useless, just like all the other medallions we've gotten. But it makes us feel good to pretend we're actually doing something for you. So, just shut up and take the medallion. I spit, like, all over my mic. I think I blew out my vocal cords. You receive the Shadow Medallion. Impa awakens the stage and adds her power to yours. Once again, that power means absolutely nothing. Please look out for the princess. I forgot to go into the voice at the beginning of the sentence. That's it! We finished Shadow Temple, which is good. Yay. As always, like if you like, leave a comment, tell me what I did right, what I did wrong. Subscribe. Sorry, if I hit the wrong button. Subscribe if you want to see more, and please share with your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now I'll see you next time in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time when we do some stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Blah.